Hey everybody, it's Mike with Seeds and Arrows Frontier, and today I'm here with one of my friends, Drew. He's shown an interest in getting into beekeeping, and who do we have over here? Who is this over here?
Scout.
Scout?
And Brooke.
Are you interested in the bees? Hey Brooke.
Hi. You can come check it out, buddy.
Yeah, I don't got them out yet, so come on over here, check these out. It's safe right now. Hey, you see that they're all in the screen, they're ready to get out. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So they're all like wondering what's going on. They're like, where are we at? What are we doing? So yeah, so Drew basically got a package kit off of the internet, and one thing I've noticed is like daddy longlegs, they'll sit right at the front of the hive entrance and they'll start snatching up bees.
Really?
So you got to watch them. Yeah, they'll sit up there at the front entrance. Oh, they're a spider, but you know. So I'm gonna try to help Drew put this together real quick, but for I guess kind of like an instructional video on how to introduce the hive to a new box, and we're gonna go that route right here. So first things, you want to make sure you have your box the right way, and I'm going to show you here. The box is going to have like these ledges right here, if you can see that, and the frames, you want them to fit down in that ledge right there. So we're going to set this up. He's leveled out this pallet right here. So we're going to first we got his bottom board right here. Put that on the bottom here, and this is called an entrance reducer. So it's got grooves at different angles that you can make it smaller or open it up larger. So, and he's got a 10 frame box here, which I brought the bees over. They're in an 8 frame box, so we'll see what they have going on. So what we're going to do, the hive generally will concentrate its brood and everything in the center of the hive, and then it builds outwards. So the outside frames are going to be like in a single box or a double box. The outside frames are generally going to be your honey frames. Okay. And then the inside, so the honeycomb for the honey frames will protect the inside bees, one, insulation, and then anything tries to get in there, they're going to focus on the outside frames.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead, probably put these in like this, and then we're going to go ahead and open this up.
Put them all in?
Well, no, we're going to checkerboard them in. Okay. We'll see what these frames look like. I sealed it up late last night, so I don't know what they look like, but we're going to get in here. If you want to get your veil on,
yep,
and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're geared up here, and we're going to open up this box real quick and see what we got here. Now I'm not going to smoke these because we've already had them moving, and I don't want to get them disoriented any more than they already are, to where they're going to lose track of where they need to be at. So less stress on the hive.
Like, should I invest in like a covering like you have instead of like a basic one?
You could just use long sleeves. I actually have one similar to that, and then I just have like a long sleeve shirt.
Okay.
So it's just depending on what you want to do.
Okay.
Since I'm not smoking them, and then I got work afterwards, I decided to go ahead and just use this one that I have.
I got you. Okay.
Do you have your hive tool?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead.
This is what I got here.
Okay. Oh yeah, reminder. So you're going to be in the shade with the trees back here.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're going to want to do is you got these right here. These are your hive beetle traps, and so they actually slide down on the frames right there. But if you got like a little bit of vegetable oil, you're gonna fill this about halfway with vegetable oil, and then just remember that when you have it on the frames, like they'll chase the beetles into these little holes right here at the top,
Okay.
and then the beetles will go in there and drown in the vegetable oil. But just remember like that you have these on the frame. When you go to get in there and move things around, you want to take these out first, because if it pours over the bees, that'll kill your bees.
Okay.
So, but being in the shade, the hive beetles for some reason like the shade hives better than the hives that are in the sun.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Moment
Yes.
of truth here. And get this duct tape off me. All right. There's one that found his way out. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, they're doing good. I'm just checking this board to see if the queen's on top right here. And you see, they're pretty calm. I mean, they just were moved around, driving around in the back of the car, and you can see that they have a couple of frames that are drawn out here, and some of the center frames there, but they got a decent population here. And we're going to check these out. And so generally when you're getting into these, so the queen's probably going to be on these inside frames.
Okay.
So what you're going to want to do is, and then like I said, the outside frames are going to be your honey frames. So what you're going to want to do is when you start to go in, go from the outside frame.
Okay.
And this one doesn't have anything drawn in on it. So, okay. And see how they're just kind of like busy doing their thing, doing their job.
They're really not too worried about us.
Right.
Okay.
So, and as long as you don't move quickly or whatever, they don't perceive you as a threat, then they will continue that. So, it looks like this one's got a little bit of comb on it here. So, and they're chaining together. And this is this year's queen. So you got a 2021 queen.
Okay.
And they're already starting to build that comb out on this frame. So see how I'm doing that? You just stick it between the creases here, and just use that to wedge it out.
Okay.
They got it propolized in here pretty good. So,
It really does all just kind of stick together.
yeah, so the propolis is basically bee glue. So, and you can see how they got a good brood pattern here. Got eggs in here. The queen might be on this frame here. Oh, look at that side. So that side's, oh yeah, there's a queen right there. See her? Hold on a second. The queen is right here. Moving around there. Now they're trying to cover her up there. Yeah, so she's laying there. Oh, there she is. You see how she's just got a larger abdomen than what the other bees do. It looks like they're tending to her really good. This is gonna be a sticky frame here. See how they just kind of like flocked to my finger when I was moving it kind of
Yep.
quick. You see right here, if I can angle this right, they got larvae down in these holes, different stages. Let me see here. They got some cap larvae over here, and then over here They got 2 or 3 day old larvae and some eggs. So we're gonna put these frames together, keep them together, and then what I'll suggest for you to do is to do sugar water.
Okay.
And then that will just encourage them to draw out. Look.
Oh, wow.
So this is more comb. You can see the bigger eggs in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's older larvae, and then they got a little bit of rainbow of nectar up in here. Let me show the camera here. So they got the larva down there in the bottom, and then up here at the top, you see they got a little bit of nectar up here, capped honey, and then working on this side over here. So this is a frame that they just drew out this year. You can see that they got more eggs down in there that she's laying, going back and laying in. They want to.
Okay.
So, so this right here, little holes that they have, but a new comb that they have drawn out here. But they're already starting to. The queen, as soon as they're drawing out new comb, she's already filling it with eggs. They got nectar up here that they're doing and working on, and then these little holes that they've decided to make a passageway through over here and over here. So, doing good here.
How fragile is it when it's like this?
So this is new comb. When it's first drawn out, it's very fragile.
Okay.
So you definitely want to, and I've done it actually myself on accident, to where I've actually bend it sideways to look at the comb.
Yep.
And it'll start to bend out and break out of the frame. So you want to be careful with that, and that's why these foundations right here that you got, they got the foundation already in them, so the comb, when it's already on there, you can hold it up sideways that way, and the foundation, the plastic foundation, is actually going to keep it in there. So it is good to have these for when you want to draw honey.
Okay.
Okay? Because when you put it in the extractor is going to spin, and I actually just came across that this year. I tried to spin out some honey that was in new comb, and the centrifugal force of the extractor just basically smushed all the honey towards the outside of the extractor.
Okay.
So wax moth cocoon, you got to watch out for those.
Okay.
It had a wax beetle larva in it. But yeah, the wax moths, they'll get in there, lay their eggs, and then you'll see like what looks like webbing going through the frames.
Okay.
And you don't want that, it'll tear up your comb. But here they are in their new home, and like I say, we're gonna feed them some sugar water, and then I'd say when they start to build out, you start getting them to build out on 3 of these frames right here, to where you may have 1 or 2. I'd go ahead and start looking at adding another box.
Okay.
So and then you'll be good to go on that. But we saw the queen, saw larvae of all different stages, saw nectar. They're doing good. And the sugar water, when you start feeding them the sugar water, we're starting to get into what they call the dearth. So where a lot of the flowers that they draw nectar from are starting to die off. But one thing I noticed, what you have coming up the hill over here, right on your main road, is a flower shop.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So they will find that. It's just a straight shot basically through your woods over here. So they'll actually find that place and have all types of interesting honey that you can get.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, so we got the bottom board here. We're setting it up. They're starting to do the march going down. They smell mama down there. So they're all starting to run down and go inside the hive. They're like, oh, this is our new home. So.
With them like flying around like they are right now, are they like stressed out? Or
No,
are they angry?
no. What they're doing is reorienting. They know they're in a new place, so they're actually doing circular patterns if you can actually follow one around, they're doing circular patterns.
Yeah, no, they really
And
are.
what they're doing is getting a visual memory of where the hive is now located.
Okay.
So that way they're like, oh, okay, well, when we take off to go get nectar and resources for the hive, then they can come right back to this location where the hive is at now.
Okay.
So, yes, sir. Looking good. Yeah, and I just love getting new people into beekeeping and just, you know, spreading the bees across the nation, so that way we can continue building up our pollinators. So they're doing good. So.
Love it, man.
So we're gonna get these guys situated in here and get them covered up and everything. But thanks for watching. Stay safe, make each day count, and God bless. We'll see ya.